So this is an example of somebody who I would say, well, I do know what state they're in, and they are in a state that's older than me. And based on their chief gear, which is red or legendary, they probably have more experience than what I would think would be my typical person requesting a gear review would be wanting or would have. Um, but he probably just wants to confirm he's on the right track, is my assumption. And so, if we look at his infantry gear, his jacket is a T2, his pants are only um, 2 stars. They're both, it's everything is legendary, so I'm not gonna, or red, so I'm not gonna say red and legendary 20 times. But what I would suggest he do is bring his pants up to T2 before he upgrades his jacket anymore. I would get them both to T2. And then we look at his marksman, and his ring is 1 star, and his staff is T1 1 star. So um, I would say that he should get his ring up to T1 1 star as well, and then upgrade them somewhat evenly moving forward. Um, and then his Lancer gear they're no stars. And so once he's got his, I would prioritize the pants and the ring and getting them up to match the jacket and the staff. But then I would bring the Lancers up to probably 2 stars, and then I would go and start upgrading all of them evenly: infantry, marksman, lancer, moving forward. Or if he wants to kind of, um, bring up all three types kind of at the same time, then he can go left side, right side, left side, right side, left side, right side, right? So it would be um, infantry jacket, marksman ring, lancer hat, infantry pants, marksman staff, lancer compass, and then start over from the top right: infantry jacket, marksman ring. So either way would work. It just depends on, what he would wants. Then if we take a look at um, his charms, you can see that he does have some at 11, some are at 6, some are at 5. That's and then here you can see he's got a really high charm. So the little silver lining means that he's gone all the way to 11, and then the charms go above that. And I don't have access to that chart. It's probably on the internet somewhere, but I am not high enough for me to have access. That kind of looks like a creepy little eyeball. Anyways, I'm gonna have nightmares about that. But the other charms are, I'm not going to use the word, I'm kind of going to use the word neglected. These are really low, they're 5s. Like this is higher than an 11, right? And then those are only 5. These are 4. That's 5. So it's 5, 4, 4. And then over here, he has 5, 4, 5. And then 11, 5, 6. And then 7, 6, 6. So his charms are kind of all over the place. He has prioritized his infantry charms, and a lot of people choose to do that because they want their infantry to be really healthy. They focus on the health factor, and that isn't necessarily bad, because that will make you really strong defensively. It will help you also offensively. But if your marksmen and lancers aren't killing things, then your attack is not going to be as strong. I would suggest that he prioritize his marksman charms more. I think he'll see an increase in his bear score if he just brings up his marksman charms some. They're a little further behind than what I would have anticipated. Even though one of them is at 11, I think that they're a little. Was at 11? Yeah. Okay. That might. And so I would just say to bring those up, and get those a little higher. I would really focus on getting those marksman charms up, and depending on what he uses his lancers for, I would also build up my lancers some before I touched the infantry. And then I would go in and upgrade them all evenly moving forward. Except the eyeball. I wouldn't touch that eyeball. And I wouldn't touch the 11s. Like, he can go higher than 11, but I don't think he should. I think he should leave all of those and bring the rest of those up. So it can be exciting when you look and see that your, marksman charms are giving you like 90% lethality or whatever. But if you upgrade them all, you're going to have like a net positive impact. Because instead of just having one that's at 90, you're going to have two that are at 50, right? And you can do the math, 50 and 50. So that's why we recommend, like, you want to have that like net positive impact. And so rather than just focus on building one up, you're building both sides up so that you have a really balanced attack, and you're getting stronger as you're building up than you would if you just focused on the one charm. So that is my advice for this one. And as always, if you have any questions, please let me know.